He gone. Yeah, put the mic.
I don't even want to touch it.
Did not do any of what he's saying that I did. I didn't do that. And if you know my character and my energy, it don't fit.
Do you mind taking off the shade?
Yeah, I'm about to say that.
Really?
Yes.
Shade in my glasses?
Yes.
I did not
Yes.
do any of the things
That's
that
important.
Lavontre Andrews said that I did. Not any portion of it at all. Clip this and put it all over the whole internet.
Period. That's
Hi guys, how are you guys doing? It's your girl SYLISMUKBANG, the Mukbang news reporter, here out on this YouTube street. Now guys, as you guys could hear and see, yes, we are going to be recapping a little bit for my Ahora crew on my Ahora channel. Don't push it, everybody. What have happened in the whole interview, confrontation, whatever you want to call it, on Storm Marone channel. Now let me tell you, it was 1 hour and 36-minute live that they were, and let me tell you, this was epic, legend, whatever you want to call it, because there's a lot of things have been said, and also a lot of things that is, going on that maybe some people know, some people doesn't know. Like example, Storm Marone sitting there in the same room or with Armand Wiggins. So Armand Wiggins is by Storm Marone. Ooh, who would have ever thought that this will happen? Now, for the people who doesn't know what I'm talking about, now if you can remember, Storm was, student of Tasha K, and you guys already know the history a little bit of Tasha K with Armand. Of course, got into it with Storm Marone because of all of that too. So they were like enemies. Let me tell you, enemies. So for them to sit over there right now, it's really something. Now they did do an interview, like a talk on live already together, but now they are, seeing each other for the first time. Now Larry have seen Storm. I think I didn't catch that one if they have met each other before, but Armand, Larry have met before. I think it's even the third or the second time that Larry have met Armand. Guys, remember Chelsea, the assistant of Tasha K, with the ex Von Von. Yes, that is a whole situation that Storm got himself into. So that was a whole fallout also with Storm, Tasha K, Vaughn, and Chelsea the assistant. So when they talk about the assistant, they're talking about Chelsea, in my opinion, allegedly. Yes, guys, so let's get into it. I'm gonna break it down a little bit for you guys, this whole life and what they were talking about. Storm Marone, I hope you don't mind that I'm taking parts of your video. It's for commentary, it's for entertainment purposes, commentary, reporting, and all of that. Yes, don't push it to everybody. Yes, let me put the disclaimer right out there. Yeah. Yes, to report, guys. Don't push it to everybody. So the live name is on Storm Marone's channel, and the live name is Storm X, Larry X, Armand. Yeah, it's like Storm X, Larry X, Armand, the confrontation. I don't know if I should have said X, but anyway. The three men come together and talk about the whole situation a little bit. The accusation, the rumors that have been put on Larry Reid, guys. If you guys may know, Larry Reid have been accused allegedly for have done in the past for petty situation, guys. Now let me tell you, this life put the mic right, and let me tell you, when he put the mic right, he have muted it. Now that part was hilarious because 1 second or maybe 10 second or 20 second of the live, when they starting to talk and laugh, they were laughing, so we couldn't hear what they were talking and laughing about. People in the chat was throwing tomato. Let me tell you, there was one person even have super chat $100 telling Storm that, hello, you guys are on mute. Now hell, that was so funny. Somebody was saying, hell no, we're not listening what they're saying. Ears were dropped, tomatoes were dropped. Now I have to say that part was very funny. Everybody was saying mute, it's mute. Then finally Storm found out that they were mute, and they have definitely put it right, so we could hear, of course, the whole interview, confrontation, conversation, what the three guys have had. This was definitely something funny in the beginning, but let's get into it. I have to say, I felt like Storm was a little bit nervous, but he got this, I think he loosened up in the beginning, but also people were saying that Larry was looking guilty and all of that. Do you guys think that Larry is guilty? I don't know. I'm still in the middle, but I do understand what people were saying. But hey, like you guys have seen, he took his glasses off and he has said that he is innocent and all of that. But Lavontre is also, you know, saying on his part that what he have been through, and people are also convinced in what he is saying, because the way he is telling his story is like he's telling his story like a lot of people are saying in details and very confident.
Okay.
Were you ever inappropriate with Tasha? Ooh.
Oh, I heard about that.
Yes.
No.
So, as you guys could hear, he said no. So apparently Tasha K was saying on her channel that Larry have called her one time and told her that, you know, that life you did with that hair, don't ever do that hair again like that because it did something to me. But Larry is saying that Tasha have turned his word, because what he was saying that he did call Tasha K and told Tasha K about the hair, but not that the hair did something to him and all of that. And also about the massage, Larry is saying that it's not true what Tasha K was saying. In this whole conversation, they were talking about what kind of Christian Larry Reid is, because a lot of people are confused. What kind of Christian is Larry Reid? The things that he's confessing and talking about, you know, what he did in his past and all of that. What is his feelings? What kind of sexuality and all of that? He is into it right now. Got a lot of people confused. Is he gay? Is he not? Is he this or that? What kind of Christianity? He's a pastor and all of that. Doctor Larry Reid and all of that. So a lot of people were confused, and as I can see, even Armand and Storm are confused sitting right there. Well, Armand and Storm stay friends with Larry Reid. Now, this is what I wrote down in the beginning, but I can tell you guys right now, as far as I see this whole, let's call it the interview of Storm, I think they got definitely a confession or like kind of way of Larry Reid that they are definitely believing Larry Reid at this point, guys. At this point, I think Storm and Armand believe Larry Reid. Further in this interview, Armand gave Larry Reid a big hug and thanked him for all the blessing that Larry Reid was giving Armand during the live. And as you guys may know what I'm talking about, it's the super chats and all of that. Apparently also there was another person in sitting there, and I think this person is an assistant or somebody, an advisor of Larry Reid, was sitting there, because the whole time Larry Reid and Armand especially also was looking at him, and this guy was telling Larry Reid a lot of times to shut up, but Larry was not shutting up and all of that.
I think I know, but I'm gonna
Tell me what you think. I'm gonna tell you the honest.
I think you're pansexual.
That's so funny. Remember I mentioned that?
Yeah.
I said I'm toying with that.
I think you're
I don't really like labels, but I know labels are necessary to teach.
Okay.
But that's I've been exploring that one.
Okay.
Because I know I'm not gay. Have I sucked the pen? Mm-hmm.
How many?
It ain't been like at that time. I count on one hand. It's like
I thought she was gay.
but I don't.
Yes,
I,
I'm
but
like,
I everyone.
So guys, this part they were talking about the sexuality of Larry Reid and all of that. So apparently, you know, when Storm said, I think you're pansexual, I'm gonna put those things for you guys to read with me, guys, and also sapien sexuality. Listen, guys, those things are new for me. Don't push it, everybody. I don't know. So I'm gonna put it for you guys to read. This is what Larry Reid and also Storm thinks that Larry Reid is. Let's get into that. Pansexual. This sexual orientation refers to people who feel attraction toward people of all genders and sexes. A typical identification for people with this orientation is that gender is not a factor in sexual or romantic attraction. While there is an overlap between these two terms and bisexuality and polosexuality, some people may prefer to use one term over another. Sapiosexuality means that a person is sexually attracted to a highly intelligent people, so much so that they consider it to be the most important trait in a partner. It is a relatively new word that has become more popular in the recent year. So guys, as you guys could read together with me, that is the meaning of sapient sexuality and pansexuality, as you guys could read and all of that. But in Armand's word, Armand thought that Larry was definitely gay. Now I have to say, let me tell you, I have searched this sexuality, and apparently there are more than 50 kind of sexuality. Let me tell you, for me, there are two ways. There are, or you're hetero or you're not hetero. I didn't know there were so many sexualities and all of that. But I think Tasha K is going to love that part when they were talking about the sexuality and all of that. At this point, you know, I think if you are suing somebody or you are definitely in a situation like Larry Reid on anybody, I think it's best for people to shut up. Shut up, lay back, and, you know, let the court pass and all of that. But Larry is definitely coming out with this kind of interview, like I told you guys in the other video, because of the social media court, the social media judgment and all of that. He's trying to let everybody know that what have happened, what they are saying is not true, before his whole branch and his name got damaged on the social media, because he definitely is a social media person. That's why he's going around and doing interviews and talking to some of the people that is, let me say, defending him in a kind of way. So then Larry Reid was saying, like, you know, he loved the energy of the woman and all of that, because they were asking him, now, what do you see then in a woman? So he loved energies of women, all of that. What he loved doesn't has no sexuality, apparently, and all of that. Now, then Armand was saying that he never saw Punani, and he think Punani is very ugly, in his opinion. So at this point, when they were sitting, all of three of them, he was like, at this point, maybe he should try a Punani and all of that. This was hilarious. I have to say, the whole interview was very, very hilarious. Also, Armand definitely have lighted it up and make it funny like he always do and all of that.
You masturbate?
Every once in a while. I'm not even big into masturbation.
Really?
Because I had a porn vice. So I got rid of porn out of my life and then masturbation.
Oh, I wish I could do that. How do you do that?
Well,
So they were talking about, you know, watching some kind of things. Armand was like confessing that he he has like he cannot stop watching that, and he asking for advice how to stop watching that and all of that. A whole lot. Hold on. Yes, they were talking about addicted to porn and all of that. Then Storm was saying that he doesn't have any shame in what he's watching and all of that. No shame, no guilt at all in anything that he watch.
But let's talk about that. Why are people accusing you of having HIV?
I don't know what to tell you. This first time I heard this was in 2000.
So guys, as you guys could hear, apparently they're also accusing Larry for having HIV and all of that, guys. He said that he definitely did a test. He has showed it also to Conscious TV and all of that. He did maybe, I think he said even multiple tested and all of that. The person that have accused him for that is even friends with Laventre and all of that. So he thinks this is all a plot, guys. Then further in this whole interview, he was explaining why there were so many people living together, because that was also something that like 24, 20 people and all of that. But apparently Larry Reid, they had a kind of church that was like taking people out of crack house, out of off of the poor, he was saying. So people that just really were going in a wrong direction. And that is the people that they were taking out and all of that. Mainly women was living together, and then they have started after a period of time, they have included men also.
I never had HIV, and I never took anything to make an HIV test come up negative, because I naturally am a health type of funny guy.
Okay.
Then he started to talk a little bit about Laventre, and why Laventre, he thinks that he's doing all of this. Apparently he have cut off Laventre because of a situation that happened, and when the situation have happened, he was not even home and all of that. He have cut his wife, his mother, everybody that came with him and stay over there. He have cut them all, guys. He caught all of them, and he have put them all out of the house. Also what he was saying is that apparently Laventre was putting his clothes and his perfume on when Larry Reid was not home. Now that part was so funny, because let me tell you, the reaction of Stormarone and Armand was priceless. Let me show you guys.
Until this started happening, how obsessed he was. I didn't know he was putting on my clothes when I left the house.
Wow.
I didn't know that.
Also, Larry Reid was saying is that apparently Levontre was telling people that Larry Reid was his father and all of that. Apparently Levontre's father was not in his life at that time, that Larry Reid was mentoring Levontre. But apparently now in the interview with Tasha K, now he's saying that the father is back in Levontre's life.
15 when it first came into the church, so that would be in the beginning of 2006 probably. But the way the church was set up, he dealt with everybody. You stayed in the ministry for years before I got into your life.
So when did he move into your house?
He didn't move into my house with me, where I stayed there until 2009.
And how old was he?
He was 18, about to turn 19, because his birthday in October. So the first part of 2009, he will be 18.
Okay.
So guys, as you guys could hear, now they're talking about that he was 18 going even going to 19. So the dates are changing again, guys. This is the whole thing. It started from 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. The dates are changing like madness. Let's continue.
But I've seen it on the video. He pretty much said that he was trying to help you forget that you molested him for the past 7 years. He was trying to help you forget that. And then you responded, but you never addressed the molestation. You just was kind of like talking around that point, and then it was kind of like...
ignored it.
Yes.
Okay.
Why would you do that?
Okay.
So guys, that is the the text message. I think also that Tasha K is talking about that she has as a big evidence of Larry Reid never talk or respond to Levontre about molestation in the text message. Now Armand is sitting there and asking Larry Reid about this. Now he had a whole explanation that, guys, you guys need to go check that, because I'm telling you, I cannot even explain his whole explanation. But Armand was like, listen now, if I get a text message like that and saying about a molestation that I have never done, my reaction will be like, hell to the no, what kind of molestation you are talking about? And I am for that. I'm like, listen now, Armand is talking something right now. But Larry Reid explained something. I don't even understand the whole explanation. But if you get a text message and somebody tell you something that you're like, I didn't like, you get a text message and the text message tell you, oh, you stole my shirt, but it's okay, we are friends. And then you go around it and say, we're friends for a long time, and you don't talk and you don't address about that the person is accusing you that you stole something, then maybe it seems like or look like that you did stole the thing and you don't want to talk about it. But Larry Reid have an whole explanation. And let me tell you, I will explode on that text message. I will be like, what are you talking about? What did I steal for you? Because if I know that I didn't steal nothing, then that's the first thing I will react on. And that was Armand's reaction. And it was explaining Larry about, why you didn't say anything, why you didn't react, especially on that. And you know what kind of work we are doing here on social media. And also Larry Reid have responded to him like, there are some few things that he can react on in a kind of way, because he cannot be fighting like he's on a street fight. He is a person that have a lot of deals on TV. He's connected with a lot of higher people, so he cannot be fighting street fight, he was also saying. And I'm gonna understand that part too. In his own word, Larry was saying, I'm in another world and YouTube. So he's in another place. He's in another place in his life, especially his status, what he's talking about. So that's why he cannot do a street fight with people that is accusing him. So I think maybe he is taking this fight in a very political and lawyer, suing and all of that, because he has said that he will sue. Then somebody in the chat was saying, this really caught my attention, Larry has a guilty written all over his face clearly and all of that. I don't know. I'm still debating and doubting about this, but there are some people that were in the chat who was definitely not feeling Larry, and there were some people definitely feeling him. So this is definitely 50-50. And also Armand was saying that even though if Larry did not do it, this will definitely will be on Larry Reid's name and brand. It's very, very sad, because if you did not do something and people, you just throw this in the air, and apparently some people will hang on this with your career. So this is definitely something very sad. But Larry, in my opinion, is really cool in a little bit. He knows it comes with the territory and all of that, as a pastor and all of that, but he knows he's going to be attacked, but still it's something that you don't want to have on your brand and your name. Apparently also they were saying that Madame Tasha K allegedly have contact BET, send them an email and all of that. Apparently they're saying that Tasha K, the Key B production over there, is out here to sabotage and also ruin their reputation and destroying the reputation of Larry Reid. Allegedly, everybody, I don't know. This is what they feel like. Then they ask Larry Reid, why do you think also that, Tasha K is doing all of this? And how did this all started and all of that? Now, they went back in a situation that have happened with Jason Lee and Armand, guys. Do you guys remember that situation? And that Larry Reid have sent Tasha K a text message, that the text message was leaked on another YouTuber. And that part was so funny. Let's go to that part, because let me tell you, when Larry Reid was about to say this YouTuber name, Armand and Storm was not having it. They was like, don't say the name. Now, we are talking about Wiley. I don't know what is going on between Wiley with Armand and Storm. I thought they have, pass it out, I think, but I think they are back on it.
And I screenshot what I sent her, and then I sent it to him so he can see. And I said, don't tell nobody. We got off the phone.
And don't you do it. Don't say their name.
I ain't gonna say their name. Oh, all right. Oh, yeah, I'm glad you said that. I'm about to say.
Don't say their name. They're not getting no food free price over here.
Guys, so the name and the YouTuber that they were not supposed to call is Wiley, but he did mistake say Wiley. That was so funny. Armand was walking away and all of that. Let me tell you, that was hilarious. So Wiley, they don't want your name to be mentioned, but let me tell you, people were saying Wiley's name in the chat. There was even a person that have super chat even like $2 and saying don't forget to go watch Wiley's show and all of that. So it's so funny, all of this. Oh. Apparently, also, they were talking about that a lot of people have warned Larry Reid of Tasha K. Even Larry Reid's mother, Conscious TV, Larry Reid, his staff, Armand even have warned Larry Reid. But, Larry Reid apparently have given Tasha K the benefits of the doubt, and he got himself in all of this. He definitely didn't listen. Also, one other name that was not allowed to be mentioned in this whole interview was the assistant name of Tasha K, and that is Madame Chelsea. As you guys may know, Storm got himself in a lot of situation with Chelsea and all of that. So I do understand why Storm don't want to hear that name. Let me tell you, when he heard that name, he got so upset and all of that. But let's continue. Then they were talking about how all of them, all the three of them and other people have been thrown under the bus by Tasha K and all of that. Storm was also saying that he hates the production and all of that. Guys, is a lot. Then they were talking about another situation about having a reality show. So Tasha K and Larry Reid were talking about, collabing or supporting each other in a reality show where Larry Reid was supposedly to finance this with $250,000. They were asking Larry Reid for this reality show. Larry Reid have contact his entertainment lawyer, one of the entertainment lawyer, and this was a famous person in Atlanta. So he also said, yeah, use your imagination. He said is somebody very famous, but this lawyer, this entertainment lawyer, this famous entertainment lawyer have said to Larry Reid, listen, now we are talking about Tasha K. The lady say no, this is the lady that have got himself with the whole Cardi B situation and all of that. Apparently, Larry Reid did not have said yet to Tasha K that, a yes or a no about this whole production that they wanted to do together. So all of this was still in the air. But when this was still in the air, boom, this situation came out that Tasha K is now accusing Larry Reid for the petty situation. Then Storm Maroon was asking Larry Reid, did Tasha K ever lived on one of your properties? Then Larry Reid said, no, Tasha K have never lived on one of my properties. That was also one lie that Larry Reid have kept from everybody to cover Tasha K. At that moment, he felt like that, they were friends. They were good with each other. So even though that he knows that Tasha K have never lived on a property of his, he kept this as a secret for Tasha K. Then they asked Larry Reid, were your friends, were you and Tasha K, were you guys friends? Then Larry Reid said, no, I think that he was a friend to Tasha K, but Tasha K was never a friend to him and all of that. But then Amon was like, you were definitely a friend of Tasha K, Storm. Then Storm reacted, now even worse. She was even calling me family and all of that.
I was a friend to her.
Yeah.
She was not a friend because even sitting right here, there's another thing that I could say.
I need you to say it.
I didn't say it.
Because she don't give a shit. But I wanted to come from him because it's different if it comes from you.
Say it. Well,
So this whole situation that Amon was just shouting, say it, because Amon knows what Larry Reid have told, what Larry Reid is holding back. So let me tell you guys, this is unbelievable. But there is a whole situation with housing, money, and all of that. That Tasha K is offering people that they know to help them. I'm not familiar with all of that, so you guys definitely need to go listen to this whole interview. So for the people that may understand whole that situation, go to it's a whole banking situation and all of that. Let me see if I can get to that part. I will let you guys hear a little bit because I don't want to let you guys hear too much. Yeah, Storm, please don't come for me. I'm here to report and all of that. But there is a whole situation with that. But then Amon was saying that, listen out, there is another situation. Well, before we jump to the other, let's switch to the other.
I said, no. She said, I said, no, I didn't. I said, you should go ahead and buy it. She said, if you got a problem with verifying income or telling the bank how much money you made, because they're going to call all the places. She said, we know how to do all of that. She said, we'll take care of all that. We do it we've done it for other people that we know. She said, we'll just take care of it.
And she offered me that too.
and remember that.
And then at that part, let me show you guys a picture. Larry Reid almost fell from his chair. That was hilarious. I'm going to show you guys a picture how Larry Reid almost jumped from his chair. But then Amon was saying, no, hold on. There was another situation that, Larry Reid have told Amon. And Amon thought that Larry is going to say that. But let's get into that. So that situation that Amon was waiting for Larry to talk about is a situation that, involves their marriage, having other people do cheeky with them in their marriage, having like a 50 shade room next to their bedroom, doing things with other people, inviting assistants, allegedly everybody. I don't know. It's a whole bunch of mess. People are, inviting people in their marriage to do chakaraka. Listen now, it's a whole bunch of mess. But when they told Storm about that, and they were all allegedly, this is what I hear. Listen now, this is also what I hear. People don't push it. Storm was like, oh, I know about that. He was very, very lightly. He was like, oh, is that it? Oh, I know about that. I was like, no. So they were asking him, were you invited or did you see something? He was like, hell no. And all of that, guys. So let's continue. Then Larry Reid was talking about Bishop White. I don't know really who he is. I still need to search who is Bishop White and all of that. But I'm hearing his name a lot in this whole situation because he is also one of the person that Larry Reid feels like is in cahoot in taking him down together with Tasha K. So that Bishop White is siding on supporting Tasha K and all of that. But Larry Reid was saying that it's a matter of time that Tasha K will turn on Bishop White because apparently out here on the YouTube or social media, there is things that he have said out of his own mouth, Larry have said, that is even more disgusting. People, let me tell you, go to this interview and listen to it because I cannot say this. This is disgusting to hear even. And people are talking it very freely. I was like, no. But anyway, let's continue. Apparently, they were also saying that Tasha K is doing all of this because she wants the church section. So apparently, this is the church section. Larry Reid is the church section, and apparently, they feel like also that Tasha K have been booted out of the R&B or the other section that the Cardi B situation. Because of that, she was booted out, and now she's trying to look for another section on YouTube, on social media to have to be successful in. Amon have explained what he feels like that is Tasha K, her reason why she is doing all of this. And let me tell you, he has a point. He definitely has a point in this. But is it the reason? I don't know. I don't know what the reason is that Tasha K is doing all of this.
There again.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna get that audience now because pop culture, they're done with me. I've lost to Cardi B. No one trusts my platform. But if I can take down the pastor that does commentary on the pastors, I'm a hero again.
Yeah.
And at some point, I need to revive my platform. I need to become a hero. And if I can take out Larry Reed, I win a whole different demographic of people now.
Now wait, pause.
So guys, that was the explanation a little bit of Armand of Tasha K. Why he thinks that Tasha K is doing all of this. Also further in this interview, they were also saying that Tasha K apparently doesn't believe in Jesus, in God, and Allah, and all of that, guys.
You know what? I'm sitting there. I feel like I believe you, Larry.
I'm happy.
I do.
I'm satisfied.
I feel like I believe because I don't feel like
Satisfied.
I feel like I believe because I don't feel like you did it. Like I feel like you just were so stupid.
At that point, Larry Reed burst into laughing. Let me tell you, not a joke, laughing. Time will tell. Time will tell that if Larry definitely is innocent. But at this point, you know, I think I need to see, I don't know which receipt Tasha K is talking about. Is it the receipt of the text message, he apologizing and all of that? Let's see, because Tasha K is definitely continuing with her 3 series, the PPP series and all of that.
If there was one pastor that did it, you could just say that you're the pastor and there's no hiccups in the story.
Because say he came in the room, gay porn was on, you had
He said that?
Yes,
Yeah.
he said you had a wife beater
You were
on.
doing a gay test.
Yeah, a gay test. And so you told him, come in here and take off all your clothes.
You were gonna, because you told him.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get to it. You told him either he was going to be gay or womanizer.
Oh, I told him that. Yeah.
So you did tell him that.
Yeah, but I mean that's because of the kind of energy that he had. He was fucking people in my church.
He said that.
So, okay, he said that, and then now Larry Reed is confessing that he said to him that, but what he did not do is the test. Larry Reed is saying that, yes, I say that because of the energy and, you know, what he was presenting in the church. But Larry Reed is saying that he did not do any test and this and that to him. Also, what Larry Reed was saying that, you know, because he said that Larry told him that you're easily manipulated and all of that. Larry said, no, I didn't say that. The twerking, the jerking, the massaging, the touching, and all of that. Larry Reed have clearly said in this interview that all of those things is not true. Larry was surprised that, you know, when they were telling him what he have said in the interview, but apparently Larry said that he did not watch the interview because he couldn't watch it and then come online. And, you know, they had a quite understanding why Larry did not watch it. So Larry is hearing things for the first time, also what he have said in the interview, what Tasha K and Levante was talking in the interview. That's what I'm talking about. So guys, I know it's a long video. I hope you guys are still here listening. This is an update of the life of Storm Marone and Larry Reed and Armand the Confrontation. We're almost there, so let's continue, guys.
I
don't even want to touch it.
did not do any of what he's saying that I did. I didn't do that. And if you know my character and my energy, it don't fit.
Do you mind
Waiting for it to be true.
In this interview, Larry Reed have said that Levante will be sued again, and also Tasha K for malicious intentions and all of that. So they will be sued. In Larry Reed, his word, apparently they will be sued, guys. So guys, further in this whole interview, then they Larry Reed had some questions for the two guys, and let me tell you, that was hilarious. Now let's get into it a little bit. If you guys still want to hang on and listen what have been said and all of that. Apparently Storm Marone likes to date married people. Larry was looking confused. Let me tell you, let me show you guys a picture. Larry was confused and all of that. He almost fell from his chair. Let me tell you, that chair, he almost fell from it like 10 times in this whole interview. In my opinion, I think Larry, as a pastor, you should have started preaching and praying for the two boys sitting there, because their sexuality, their openness is too much. Let me tell you, especially Storm Marone. Apparently, Storm Marone is a very freaky person. He likes to watch, people do cheeky together. He likes a crowd. He has an OnlyFans. He's showing his butt on the OnlyFans. Now, Armand went into it with Storm Marone on the end of this whole interview. Like, Storm, and you say you're not gay, but you're storing your boom boom on OnlyFans. Your audience, your fans on OnlyFans are mainly men and all of that. He have clearly said he don't care. You know, he don't care. That's where the money is, he have clearly said. And also, like you say, the bigger the audience, the better. Also, Storm have said he really don't care, people. Apparently on his OnlyFans he's showing not only his boom boom but only his wee wee. He's showing his wee wee also on OnlyFans and all of that. Ooh. He said, so Aman was saying that it comes a point that you have to show your the whole of the boom boom one day. He was like, hell to the no and all of that. That is what he will not show, the whole. And also Aman was saying, now there comes a day that you maybe have to use some toys for the whole and all of that. He was saying, hell no, that is definitely something that he will not do. But Aman feels like, and he thinks like that, you know, Storm is not gay, but he's very freaky. Larry was sitting there laughing his ass off, looking surprised and all of that. I still don't, and I cannot understand why Larry was not praying and preaching to the two gentlemen and all of that. Apparently, Armand is in a relationship, but Storm is definitely doing his freakiness all the way and with married woman and this and that. Then they were talking about Storm Maroon's sexuality. Yes, they were talking about Storm Maroon's sexuality. It's still confusing. Also, in my opinion, it's the same as Larry Reid. For me, they're both gay, in my opinion. Then they further talk a little bit about Tasha K, the situation with Tasha K, the three of them that they got himself into. You know, Armand have a history with Tasha K, Larry Reid have a history with Tasha K, and Storm Maroon definitely have a history with Tasha K. They were talking about even doing the Surviving Tasha K 3 series. Armand, Storm, and Larry episode and all of that. Let me tell you, Armand was definitely funny. Larry, you know, was cool, and Storm was definitely doing his thing with his question and all of that. A little bit nervous, I have to say, but he did it. I'm telling you, this was definitely epic. This was definitely something that, you know, very, very entertainment to watch. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed this interview with the two guys. I cannot wait to see the next one. Hopefully that day Conscious TV is also going to be there. Now, I cannot say about Wiley because Wiley will not be invited. They didn't even want to hear Wiley's name and all of that, but this was definitely entertainment and I love this. Storm was also saying that apparently he has attraction for witches and all of that. That was definitely a big shade to Tasha K, in my opinion. And then they were talking about their future plans. Now, their future plans is very, very interesting. They were talking about that they don't want to continue be doing celebrities, hot news or gossip and all of that. They feel like that this definitely bring a kind of energy that will have impact on your own life. So go listen to what they have to say about that. And when they were saying that, I really looked at my own situation and I was like, wow, that is so true. You know, it can. For now, I'm like, I'm okay. God bless, and I'm staying blessed in the name of Jesus. But it definitely can have an impact on your life. You definitely need to, you know, change your way of doing commentary. It's all about how you do your commentary. I think you can do commentaries, you can do news reporting and all of that, but it's how you do it. And it can definitely ruin your energy and all of that. It can definitely have an impact on your life. And the three guys is sitting here and they definitely is talking about it, and also about the way they do commentary. They're like, you know, if you are doing commentary and gossip about other people, it can happen to you too. Now, guys, this was a full recap. I hope you guys have enjoyed what I've give you guys of this whole situation. I will be following this situation more than the other situation in the sector of the mukbang sector. That energy of the mukbang sector and that situation is a little bit for me too much, in my opinion. I will be dropping here and there some news about the mukbang sector, but I will be listening and focusing on this because I really want to know how it's going with the lawsuit. Is Larry innocent or is he not? Will Tasha K go down for the second time with another lawsuit that Larry say that she will do that Larry say that he will sue Tasha K. Let's see if he will do it and all of that. And also the other commentaries, Wiley, Constance, and even Timothy Blade is getting a little bit into this. And you know, Timothy Blade is always funny and all of that. You know, Amon Wiggins, of course, with his commentary, Storm around also. So this is definitely something I would like to follow for now, and then a little bit the other sector, but not too much. Now guys, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. It's your girl Sylis Mukbang, the Mukbang news reporter, here out on this YouTube street. And like I always say, God bless everybody, stay blessed everybody, and you know it, ahora Sylis in the building. Bye guys, doo-doo.